What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We are coming off what looks to be a sweep on yesterday's free picks. Everything except for Max Meyer has cashed so far, and I know Max Meyer has given up at least 2 hits already. Haven't checked in the last inning or so, so he could have already cashed for us as well. We cashed both slips that I gave you guys for free yesterday. So I gave you this Eovaldi slip and De La Cruz. That one cashed for a nice little double up. I also gave you this Brunson and Neesmith play, 150 for 294. That cashed us out. We cashed, I did not mean to put this twice. Yeah, anyways, that was not supposed to be twice. It's the same slip. I don't know why it's on there with before it's cashed. Anyways, we cashed Logan Webb, Karl Anthony Towns, 40 for 99. We cashed out the Karl Anthony Towns, Siakam taco play that we posted. If you guys are wondering, I am Prizepicks VIP, so I'm allowed to post play more than the original amount on discounted lines. They allow me up to $100 on these tacos. So cash this taco, cash this taco. The third taco is looking good for us so far. If it cashes, we should be okay. Cash Logan Webb, Joe Cannon, and Parker, 75 for 165. And this isn't everything, guys. The games are still going on. It is currently 10:30 p.m. Eastern time for me. All the games are going. We have like 5 or 6 more slips that are missing like one player who looks great to cash us out. I have some big slips on Chalkboard for $700 that might cash us out. It's looking really, really good. So hopefully we can continue this, guys. We've been doing really, really good on these plays. Had one bad day yesterday, but today has been absolutely killer. If you guys do want to get all of our plays, head on over to our WAP. Link to the WAP is down in the description. You can get a week membership for $10 a week, or you can do a monthly for $25 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Every single play that we post, you will get, as well as our mods plays. I've got 5 more plays for you guys today. 2 NBA plays followed by 3 baseball plays. Hopefully we can sweep again. If you guys do want to get a free month, sign up for any of our partnered apps. Chalkboard, Underdog, Parlay Play, Sleeper, Better, NOVIG, Dabble. Any of those 7 apps get you a free month if you sign up with our code, making the minimum deposit. But anyways, guys, I am going to pick a winner from yesterday's video to win a free month. Didn't get many likes yesterday, but I will say my video yesterday got flagged for 18 plus content. So what that means for my channel is I don't know why it's got flagged, first of all. I'm assuming it's because I'm posting live slips. So I'm not going to post live slips on the video. I'm not going to lock them in. I'm going to show you the slips that I played, but I'm not going to lock them in live, okay? So hopefully you guys are okay with this. I'll still show you my account on all the winnings and stuff like that. But anyways, if this video gets 350 likes, we'll do 350. If today's video gets 350 likes, I'll pick a random comment down below to win a free month of VIP. So smash the like button, drop a comment. You do have to be a subscriber to win. Hit that subscribe button, and let's pick our winner from yesterday. So winner is going to be for FryKing13, who said time to cash. Send me a message, FryKing. I'll get you added, and let's take a look at our parlay play right now. So right now you can see we got $2,200 in our account. We started with 2,000 about a week and a half ago. Looking at track picks, all 3 of these slips have cashed. You guys saw me cash these live. I posted these 2 live on the video. These 2 actually, they have cashed, and then I posted this one. So that'll be another, what is that? Almost $800, $738 payout that'll go in. We'll be right at $3 grand, which is a little over almost $1,000 profit. I mean, in the last week and a half, which is still pretty good. We've been back and forth lately on parlay play. Hopefully we can keep tracking this and keep going up. But anyways, guys, looking at the game that we have. So we got the final game, or what I think is going to be the final game of OKC versus Minnesota. So Minnesota traveling back to the Thunder. Thunder playing at home, minus 337 favorites, 3-1 lead right now. If Randall and Ant-Man play like they did last game, this series is over. I think the series is over anyways, guys. I don't think the Timberwolves are here to win this series. Down 3-1. Regardless if they win tonight or not, the series, in my opinion, is over. I think Thunder's got this locked in the bag right now, and I like them tonight for the win. In terms of slips for this, I'm probably not going to play anything. I've been fading these money lines for these NBA playoff games just because they've been so spotty for me. Now, I will say, at least I called the Pacers right. The Pacers were up by like 15 points. Let me pull this up and just make sure the Pacers are still winning. So 3 minutes left. They're only up by 6. All right, guys, so there's 3 minutes. I don't know if you guys can see this, but there's 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter, 114 to 120. I don't know what's going to happen. While I got this pulled up, I'm going to go ahead and look at Max Meyer, see how many hits he's given up. So Max Meyer gave up 4 hits. He cashed. We swept the free picks. 5-0 on the free picks yesterday. Nice little clean sweep. Let's do it again today, guys. So going to fade these plays. Not going to do anything for the sports book side of things. We are going to do the player props, though. So let's jump into these player props for tonight or tomorrow's game, depending on when you're watching this video. So anyways, first pick of the day. We're going to jump over to the Minnesota side of things. I'm going to be taking our man Alexander Walker. So I haven't played him barely at all, but he's been doing really, really well in this series versus OKC and versus OKC in general. So what I'm taking for our man Alexander Walker is going to be points and rebounds. So his original line's 12.5. I'm buying him down to 10.5. He's cashed this in 6 of his last 10 games in this series so far. He's cashed it 3 of 4 games. He just had a 27 point and rebound game versus OKC. If you look at him versus OKC head-to-head, he's cashed 8 of 12 games. If you look at games from this season, starts here, he's cashed it every single game but one, with over 20 in a lot of these. So he's been absolutely tearing OKC up. Obviously, his minutes are low. He gets around 26.6 minutes per game. Some of these games he does have well over 30, depending on who was injured. I'm sure some players were out in some of these games as well, leading to more minutes. If you look at him over his last 10, he's averaging 21.4 minutes. So before this series, he was getting mid-teens in the minutes. Not many minutes at all. He played almost 30 minutes his last game. He's had over 25 minutes in every game except for one this series so far. That game that he didn't, they were getting beat by 40. So I think he gets another 25-minute game tonight. At 25 minutes, he should be able to get his 10.5 points and rebounds. That's my opinion on this. I like this play a lot. He's cashed at 54% on the season. And if we come over here and we give him 25 minutes on the season, let's take a look at this. So at 25 minutes per game, he's cashed 30 of 44 games, which is a 67% hit rate, averaging 15 points and rebounds per game. Now, you can get this over here on Parlay Play, which I highly recommend everybody have if you don't have Parlay Play. If you don't have it, sign up using code FANTASYACES. Get yourself a free month as well as a deposit match up to $100. So 10.5 points and rebounds is what we're looking for. 1.48x on this slip or on this play if you decide you want to tell it. But really like the Alexander Walker play, and I think he cashes this out. So that's going to be our first play. Jumping into our second play, we will be jumping over to the OKC side of things. OKC side of things, there's not a lot that I like, I'm going to be honest. SGA has been bumped so high you can't really play the line we've been playing, the 39.5 PRA. So unfortunately, we're going to have to mix it up a little bit. So what I like for this game is going to be for our man Chet Holmgren. So I'm taking Holmgren, taking Chet over 12.5 or 13.5 points. Now I'm going to show you guys a free slip. And this is going to be a slip that I've already locked in on Prizepicks. It's going to be slip number 1 for today. And I locked in $100 on this slip. So I locked in our man Shane Smith with Holmgren over 12.5 points. So Shane Smith is going to be a free pick, which we'll go over here in a minute if you want to lock it in now. I don't think this line stays up. It's a tough matchup versus the Mets. We're not talking about MLB right now, though. I'm just saying if you see this play right now and it's still on the board, I don't think it stays there. Now, it could stay all day. Shane Smith could get lit up tonight, but we'll go through all that here in just a minute. But Holmgren, 12.5 points. Play this as a nice little double up. You can get him at either 12.5 or 13.5 on Parlay Play. Now, I originally had 13.5 for this play. Just have a little double up here to lock in over on Parlay Play if you guys wanted to do that. I'm not going to double up on Chet just in case he does have another bad game. So I'm going to fade playing him at 13.5 and just keep the 12.5. But I think he gives us 14 points tonight, and that's why I'm going to lock him in as our second pick of the day. So looking at, let's go ahead and pull Holmgren up real quick. So Holmgren points at 12.5. He's cashed this 8 of his last 10 games in this series so far. He's cashed it every single game except for one. The third game versus Minnesota where they got beat by 40. He ended up with only 10 points. Now, he had 21 his last game, 22 in Game 2, and 15 in Game 3. He's been playing pretty well versus Minnesota. He's cashed 7 of his last 10 games versus Minnesota. If you look at games this season, so season starts here for him. He's cashed this in every game except for 2 this season, averaging 15 points per game over the course of his last 10. So overall, I like Holmgren. He's been putting up 11.6 field goal attempts per game, making well over 50% of these in pretty much every single game. He's averaging 5.8 made, right at 50% field goal percentage, which is really, really good. I expect something similar from him tonight, and I think he cashes this on his 12.5 pretty easy. If you look at Minnesota's points defense, they have a bottom or top 5 defense in the league so far. If you go to center position, they are ranked 3rd, so it's a tough defense, especially the centers. I will say my boy Tron, a guy from our Discord, is the one who gave me this play. He posts plays in there all the time. He's been cashing the Discord out a lot as of lately. He's a huge OKC fan. He thinks they're going to pack the paint tonight, and he thinks Holmgren's going to shoot some threes. So if you want to take 3-pointers made, you can do that as well. But I like his points a little bit better, so we agreed on that, taking his points at 12.5 or 13.5. He should cash us out. So Holmgren is going to be pick number 2 of the day, and I have got him locked in already. I'll go ahead and pull these plays up over on Predictive Profits. If you guys, well, maybe I won't be. Yeah, okay, so Predictive does not have NBA on right now, which is unlucky. So maybe they have baseball. We'll see here in a minute. We're going to get everything swapped over to baseball, and hopefully we can sweep on MLB as well. Now, I will say MLB is not on Parlay Play right now. It's too early. Prizepicks has a little bit, but they don't have a lot. So you guys got to bear with me. I'm having to make some plays work. Now, this Shane Smith play, I like a ton. I really, really like this Shane Smith play if you want to lock it in. I'll probably play it in a couple of slips while it's up. Hopefully Parlay Play drops it at 14.5 as well. I'm thinking Parlay Play puts this at 15.5. That's where I'm thinking this line goes. I think it goes at 15.5, so they make us choose whether he starts the 6th inning or not. So we'll see what happens on that. But I really do like Shane Smith tonight at 15.5. Let's pull him up real quick. That's definitely not how you lock in or type Shane Smith. But Shane Smith, over 14.5. He's cashed 9 of his last 10 games, which is every game this season so far. He hooked one game versus Boston, averages 16 pitching outs overall on the season. He averages 82.4 pitches per game. He's had close to 90 in his last 4 games. He had 7 or 6 full innings versus the Marlins. They do have a tough matchup, I won't lie. They're playing against the Mets tonight. The Mets have a really good offense. They're ranked honestly bottom 10 in terms of batting average, but on base percentage is 33% almost, and their OPS is 729, which is almost a top 10 offense in the league for OPS, and that's really what we're looking at. Shane Smith has been a good pitcher this year so far. He's top 54 percentile on Ks. He's not a huge strikeout pitcher, averaging 22% strikeout rate. If you look at Shane Smith on the season, he is 1-3, which the White Sox suck, so it's hard to have a win when your team can't win at all. He has a 2.36 ERA, which is really, really good for a White Sox pitcher, in my opinion. And look at strikeouts per 9, 8.27 strikeouts per 9 inning with a 1.11 WHIP, which is pretty dang good. So I'm going to pull the Shane Smith play up on Predictive. I swear this was just on there, man. I'm going to hit refresh and see if that fixes it, because this should be pulling directly from Prizepicks. So whatever's on Prizepicks should be good to lock in right here. But anyways, while we're waiting on that, Shane Smith, I've got him locked in. One of my favorite plays so far that's on the board, and hopefully he cashes us out on that one. Jumping into pick number 2, another little slip that we can run, or another play that we can run with Shane Smith, is going to be our man Skeens. So I'm taking Paul Skeens. I'm taking him over 4.5 strikeouts. So his regular strikeout line is 6.5. You can get him on Prizepicks at 4.5. He's cashed this 8 of his last 10 games, and he's cashed it 9 of 11 games on the season. He's averages 6.36 strikeouts per 9 innings, or per game, with 9.17 strikeouts per 9 innings. So he's over a strikeout per inning pitcher. 3-5 on the season, 2.36 ERA with a .95 WHIP, which is really, really good. Skeens has been phenomenal this season so far. He gets well over 100 pitches pretty much every single game, has a long leash, averaging 99 pitches per game on the season. He easily should pitch 5 or 6 innings tonight. It is versus Arizona. Diamondbacks have a good offense versus the Diamondbacks. The last game, he only got 4 Ks last season. Now, if you look at the Diamondbacks, they strike out 1 of every 5 batters, which is ranked 12th. But if our man Skeens goes 5 or 6 innings, I feel like he gives us at least 5K. So hopefully he doesn't get lit up. 5 strikeouts should be easy for him, and I've got him locked in. So let's pull him up over here. We'll put these together and see what we can get. So Paul Skeens, 4.5. This is a 1.7x. So I wouldn't play him with Smith. That is kind of a pretty low goblin play. I actually think this was like 1.9x a minute ago. So it looks like the payout has come down slightly. We could take him at 5.5. for the double up, but that is a lot riskier. So if I was going to do anything here, I'd probably run the 4.5 and then run like another goblin or something like Hunter Green 4.5 Ks or something, because Hunter Green is another one. A power play puts you at 2.3x. We could do that. So Hunter Green actually wasn't on the board. I said on the Boyd because I was reading Matthew Boyd's name. That's funny. But he wasn't on the board a minute ago. So I had Roop as our third pick on strikeouts. Let's look at Hunter Green. So I'm going to have to refresh because it wasn't on the board like I said. So refresh, outlier, Hunter Green, his Ks, 4.5 Ks. He's cashed this in 7 of 9 games on the season. If you look at Hunter Green so far, he's 4-2 with a 2.54 ERA. He gets 11 strikeouts per 9 innings. His pitches, he averages 90 pitches per game. He had 114 game versus Washington. He had 83 pitches his last game versus the Cubs, going against Kansas City tonight. Kansas City has a pretty... Well, it's not showing all their offensive stats, but they have a 247 batting average and a 301 on-base percentage, which is pretty bad. Looking at their strikeouts, they don't strike out much. They strike out less than any other team in the league. But if you look at Hunter Green, he's averaging 7 Ks per game. He had 12 versus Washington. I think he gives us 5 Ks, regardless of how they strike out. Let's see if Green's on here. So they don't have anything on here for predictive right now. So I'm going to close it out. Unfortunately, I can't pull up the batting history versus the pitchers, but it is what it is. So anyways, I'm taking our man Hunter Green over Roop, I think. I had Roop at 3.5. He's still on here. But it don't even look like he's on here right now, or am I blind? Yeah, they have him at 3.5 still. You can take either one of these. You can take Hunter Green or Roop. I actually like all 3 of these Goblin plays a lot for the pitchers. It does equals a 3x with all 4 of these plays. Don't recommend playing all 4 of these. It's going to be pretty volatile. You could take out one of the ones you don't like. So technically, I'm giving you 4 baseball plays. I'll just make all 4 of them free picks. Now, I will say they're all Goblins. Like, I'm not going to consider this like a super high hit rate or anything if they all cash. I'm just giving you guys options here. But I like Paul Skeens a lot. This one is my favorite. Hunter Green has a tough matchup, but he's a high strikeout pitcher. That should be cash for us. And then Roop has a tough matchup versus Detroit, but Detroit does strike out quite a bit, and 4 Ks is low, so he's right at a strikeout per inning pitcher as well. He should be able to get us 4 Ks. So whichever one you guys want to run with, you can mix and match any way you want. I like all these plays a lot. So that's what I've got for baseball. Obviously, baseball is going to show Goblins on pretty much every play anyway, just throwing it out there. It doesn't matter if you have 17.5 pitching outs with a 1.6x. It's still going to show a Goblin because it's not an original line. Baseball is one of those, like, you can scroll down here and you're going to see almost every player on here is going to be either a Goblin or a Demon. There's no way to get around that just because the payouts are going to be altered slightly. I'm looking at pitching outs. So they have Hunter Green at 17.5. Man, they got a lot on the board right now, but everything's popping up now, of course, as I'm making the video. But anyways, guys, that's what I've got for today. We got Shane Smith, 14.5 pitching outs. You can look at all the strikeouts. You got Paul Skeens, Green, and Roop, whichever one you guys want to run with. Obviously, we got our man Alexander Walker over 10.5 points and rebounds. Then we got Holmgren over 13.5 points. Still no baseball on Parlay Play. I'm going to wait and run this on Parlay Play, I think, and I'll get it locked in. But anyways, guys, once again, phenomenal day yesterday. The Discord ate. If you guys want to eat with us, link is down in the description. Join our WAP. We'd love to have you guys a part of it. And once again, a free slip if you guys want to tell this one. If this slip cashes, you guys leave a like on the video. And if this slip cashes, join VIP. I'm telling you, it's going to cash. Like this slip a lot. See you guys tomorrow. And I hope you have an amazing Wednesday.